Hello, and welcome back to the space where we don't just talk about the stars, we listen to them. Today, let's talk about Venus, not just the planet of love and beauty, but the secret blueprint of what you truly desire in a relationship. Your Venus sign doesn't just reveal who you're attracted to. It tells you how you love, what kind of affection you seek, and here's the twist, why you may keep choosing the wrong kind of love without even realizing it. And that language is written by Venus. Let's decode it. If your Venus is in Aries, you crave passion like oxygen. You want to be chosen boldly, chased without hesitation. You don't fall quietly, you fall fast, you fall loud. But the deeper truth, you're learning that real love isn't always loud, it's consistent. The healing comes when you recognize that not every spark has to set fire to be meaningful. Sometimes the greatest love doesn't shout, it stays. And that kind of love is priceless. Venus in Taurus. You long for stability, for physical comfort, for the kind of love that lingers like your favorite song. You find romance in the simple things, a warm meal, a steady hand, a slow Sunday. No relationship can replace the security you haven't built for yourself. And once you stop waiting for someone else to be your anchor, you become unshakable. That's when the love you deserve finally finds you. Venus in Gemini. You fall for words, ideas, the electricity of conversation. You're curious in love, sometimes restless. You crave someone who can change your mind, not just your mood, but you're not shallow, you just need mental connection. Your healing begins when you allow someone to really know you beneath the cleverness and humor. That's when love becomes a dialogue, not a performance. Venus in Cancer. You love deeply, almost maternally. You feel safest when nurturing or being nurtured. You don't just fall in love, you caretake love. But here's the lesson. You don't have to lose yourself to care for someone else. The right love won't drain you, it'll fill you up. Your healing begins when you stop pouring from an empty cup and allow someone to hold space for you. Venus in Leo. You want love that celebrates you, lifts you, sees you. You're not being dramatic. You just understand that love is a stage and that devotion is the spotlight. You don't want attention, you want adoration. When someone sees your quiet moments and stays, that's when your heart knows it's finally safe to be both grand and gentle. Venus in Virgo. You serve, you fix, you give in quiet ways. Your love is thoughtful, precise, almost sacred. You notice the small things, the way they take their coffee, the silence behind their words. But sometimes you forget you deserve love that isn't earned. Your healing path is accepting love that sees your flaws and stays anyway. You don't have to be useful to be lovable. Venus in Libra. You crave beauty, balance, shared experiences. You're a lover of harmony, of mutual admiration. You want love to feel like art, elegant, reciprocal, effortless. But be careful, don't lose your voice trying to keep the peace. Real love can handle disagreement. Your soul lesson? You don't need to be perfect to be loved. Venus in Scorpio. Your love is intense, private, magnetic. You don't do surface level anything. Love to you is transformation, surrender, truth beneath all pretense. But you often wrestle with control because vulnerability feels dangerous. The transformation happens when you allow yourself to trust, even when the outcome is unknown. Venus in Sagittarius. You need space, adventure, freedom to grow. You fall for people who expand your world, not contain it. You're drawn to the wild-hearted, the thinkers, the ones who make you feel like life is still unfolding. But sometimes you run when things get too close. Your healing lesson? That commitment doesn't have to mean confinement. It can be a shared journey. Venus in Capricorn. You love through stability, through action, through long-term vision. You may come off reserved, but you feel deeply. You don't waste time on games. You build love like a foundation, strong, slow, steady. Your task is to allow softness in. Sometimes love needs room to just be. Your healing begins when you realize that you don't have to earn love through effort. Venus in Aquarius. You seek love that's different, expansive, maybe even a little rebellious. You fall for minds, for ideologies, for the strange and beautiful parts of people. You want to feel free and wash. I'm like the mom and I'm bound. But don't forget, emotions are part of the equation too. Connection isn't always logical. Sometimes it's messy. And Venus in Pisces, you love with no boundaries. You feel everything and sometimes everyone's feelings. You're romantic to your core. You believe in soulmates and cosmic timing, in the love that transcends logic. But your soul lesson? To protect your energy. To know the difference between soul connection and self-sacrifice. And sometimes the greatest act of love is turning that vast, limitless compassion inwards. You see, your Venus sign isn't a flaw to fix, it's a mirror. It shows you the places you still long to be held, understood, honored. So I ask you, what is your Venus really asking for? If this resonated with you, give this video a like. Share it with someone who needs to hear it.